I just came back from Suicide Squad, and let me just tell you, that movie, the critics, they're fucking wrong. They're so wrong. They have no fucking idea how wrong they are. It's 2:30. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm not really tired, but it's 1:30 a.m. And yeah, the movie that got super hardcore panned and beaten to death by critics, well, it's a very good film. Now, I say film in a sense, and again, this is probably from the title you can tell that it's going to be spoiler free, or if it doesn't say on the title, it's spoiler free. Don't worry, there's a shit ton of things I could spoil, and they're amazing things, but I'm not gonna spoil them. So, let's just point out why I said film instead of movie. Now, a film usually is more of a higher class than just a basic movie, right? A film is something that you really go and you expect something to be there and be like, okay, so that's a standard. You know, a movie is like Avengers, right? A film is something of the Revenant or something like that. You know, movies that aren't just your summer blockbusters or whatever. It isn't just as simple as that. So I feel like this film is a film and not just your basic summer movie, because there were so many tones in this movie and it worked. They say, about the whole reshoots were to make it funnier. Now, at first, I wouldn't believe that. But kind of seeing the movie, I do kind of maybe believe it. But it's not as bad as you'd think. You'd be like, well, they just fucking ripped the movie apart. They call it a mess, right? It's not a mess at all. Maybe when you first watching the movie, you realize at the beginning or somewhere at the beginning, you figure out that the movie kind of paces too fast. But then when you get forward, you feel like some things move too fast. Character development isn't fully established. But after a while, like midway through the movie and kind of to the end, there's so much character development for every single character. Except for, let's say, one character or two of them. But I'm not going to say who it is, because then you'll be like, oh shit. But it's not that bad, because those characters don't really need to get those character developments, because one character has just his persona. It's a guy. His persona is something that is just there. You know what it is without needing it to be explained. The other guy is gonna appear probably in the future. I'm gonna say who that is. Also, the cameo that you pretty much could figure out, because there's literally only two people who have connections with any of the squad members that could appear. It's Batman, who has connection with pretty much everyone from Gotham, and someone who is part of someone's gallery. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was pretty sweet. It was great. But the problem that I find with this movie, that's the biggest problem for me, was the volume. Like, in Man of Steel, there was the problem of music. The music was too loud and you could barely even understand what people were saying. There was no balance between volume of the person and volume of the music. Then they fixed it for Batman v Superman, and that was great. The Suicide Squad thing, it was kind of the same thing. There was so much music and you can't understand what they're saying. Like, some things just get so mashed up into it, you don't understand what they're saying. And some things you get a word and you're like, oh, that's exciting, but I didn't hear what they said. And it's like, shit. But that's it. That's the worst thing of the movie. That's it. Everything else is pretty freaking great. Just, oh man, I cannot explain to you without spoiling how great of a character development Harley Quinn got, and how good of a character development both Deadshot and, I know this you don't expect it, and goddamn El Diablo. I knew it. I fucking knew El Diablo would be so, like, they had to. His story is just so tragic. It's so tragic. It's just, you cannot not explore that stuff. It was so great. They did the katana thing, like they explored her backstory. There's so much. The Captain Boomerang thing, Digger stole the goddamn comedy. I knew it. I told you he would. Nobody fucking believed me. I was like, who fucking cares? He'd probably die. He stole the goddamn funny moments. He was the comedy act. And he was no pushover, right? Right? Because he just fucking destroyed everyone. He almost got nabbed, but he didn't, and they turned that into a goddamn comedy thing, and it was awesome, and it didn't feel forced. And those changes that they said that they changed about the movie, putting more humor into it, I saw only one spot that would feel like it was added afterwards, but that was it. Everything else felt natural. Nothing felt like it was added for the humor. There was also the thing of Jared Leto's scenes got cut out. Okay, I see that. I understand that. But here's the thing. I think there was a perfect amount of Joker. I think there was just enough of him to know he's important to Harley Quinn, but he didn't take away from the rest of the characters that were in the movie that were centered around them, right? That was great. One thing I didn't necessarily really love, but I didn't mind that much as I thought I would, was the Deadshot portrayal. Now, Deadshot is usually a hard ass, right? And he just throws in some smart stuff, just to fuck about with people. He did that, but he did that too much and too light. Like, he wasn't serious enough. Like, there were moments when he was, like, serious, but then he turned into a joke, and not like the way Deadshot would turn into a joke, but more like, I don't want to spoil stuff, but really, really not him. More like the guy portraying him type of humor. But that was really nothing I didn't expect, but it still wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been. It could have been like completely over the top, and that would have been awful. But those are just minor things that totally get buried because of how great everything is. Like how in movies there's always that one battle. There's always that end battle, that huge battle, the whole thing. Here, the whole huge battle, I thought going into it, it would be like, oh, it's just fighting a horde of whatever the fuck, and then they're gonna go fight the boss, and that's gonna happen. It happened, but there was more to it. There was so much going. Like it felt like there were so much stakes. The evil guys weren't sympathetic at all, where the villains who you are going with are actually super sympathetic, and you're like, what? Wait. I love them, but they're bad guys. And that's exactly what this movie was supposed to do. They're supposed to make you love the bad guys, but the bad guys that aren't the evil guys. They kind of work around the whole Deadshot not killing women and children. I love that they pointed that out. That's not really a spoiler. I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious. He's not an evil guy. He just does his job. And he kind of enjoys his job, but he has rules. Similar to how any rogues gallery has a certain set of rules. And I just wanted to say a thing about Harley Quinn, because she was really, really kind of the focal point of the movie, was her development of how she handles the whole situation, because there's stakes in that. She has more stake than anyone else there, because pretty much everything Joker-wise revolves around her. So I like the fact that there was this moment where something happened and she just emotionally changed, and you can feel like she doesn't really, like, she acts herself, but she kind of acts, depressed, and I love that. I love everything about that performance. I also noticed that they cut out the bar part. Like, they didn't cut out the bar part, they cut out the drink part where everybody's ordering drinks. They cut that part out. I really would have wanted to see that. It was pretty cool. But I guess it was too, I don't know, for the moment, for whatever happened there, I guess it just wouldn't have fit to where the whole thing was going. So that was great. And let's just talk about Joker for a second here. His portrayal, like, I was worried a bit, but then I was like, it's Jared Leto. I mean, come on, right? This Joker is freaking scary, man. Like, I don't do scary. I don't I don't get scared that much, but he is borderline mental. Like the way he is, just you watch him and you laugh. He laughs. He's adorable, and then he fucking kills you, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? You know, like it's crazy. It's crazy. I hear about the whole him appearing in maybe potential Batman movie. Would love that. I cannot figure out how the Batman now that we have will, have the chemistry with this Joker. This Joker is just mental. Each character has a representation from a certain era. The Digger Harkness is a combination of a new modern and kind of cheesy from back in the day. Harley Quinn is a combination between New 52 Harley Quinn, which she totally nailed. I got that. But she also had the whole animated series in a sense, and it was great. They did the whole Alex Ross picture with Joker and Quinn with the thing. It was great. With you know what I'm talking about. They did it. They showed it. It was fucking beautiful. Just fucking great. And each character pretty much just got different parts from the comics, but none of them felt completely different than what they were, except for kind of Deadshot's humor, kind of a bit over the top, but not too over the top. And that was it. Batman was in it. He was there too, far more than I thought he would be, because, and not too much, but still quite a lot. And the post credits, like well, it's not post credits, it's the mid credit scene. There was no post credit scene. The mid credit scene involved kind of something to do with that, and kind of with the whole collecting of the metahuman thing. It was really great, and it made sense. And it also shows it was kind of one of those moments that Waller had with Batman, and I guess it's a spoiler list, but it doesn't matter, you'll see it anyways. But it's, if you've seen the animated series, this moment between Waller where she's taking a bath, or a shower rather, and then Batman goes to her apartment and just counters her like that. It's pretty much that moment, but a far more civil one. And when you see it, you'll fucking mark the fuck out. It's not over, just overexciting. It's there, and you're kind of like, oh man, I can't wait to see it in the future. So that's pretty much my review. I just wanted to say that this movie isn't just a movie, it's a goddamn film. It's up there. I was so excited. I was so much more emotionally devoted, and just here, I almost, like, there were people crying. I'm not gonna lie, there were people crying, and there were people laughing at them for crying, but there was moments where you're really emotionally, like, fucked. And Batman v Superman didn't do that for me. Like, there were moments in Man of Steel that made me tear up, but Batman v Superman, really, there weren't those very deep moments. Like, there were deep moments, like at the beginning, where you're like tearing up because of the whole Martha Wayne thing and the Batman dying of the Waynes and whatever. That really, Zack Snyder did an amazing job. But here, David Ayer did a fantastic job with the emotional moments, because he managed to just grab my fucking heart and be like, I'll fucking squeeze it. That's a reference to the movie. I'll fucking squeeze it. Oh, you're making me hurt you. And that was great. I really loved it. I was really surprised because I was really scared. And I usually do not listen to critics, but I was really fucking scared that they were gonna fucking really have butchered it as bad as they said. I was like, come on, man, it can't be that bad. Like, really, they said the same thing for Batman v Superman, and it was actually a great movie. This is the same case. What the fuck are they smoking? What are reviewers and critics smoking? What are they smoking? I don't know. Probably Marvel's asshole. That's what they're smoking. Again, it's conspiracy. I mean, it's nothing proven. But come on, like, why? This movie is absolutely great. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't understand. I really do not. Like, genuinely, I do not. It's nothing against them. I genuinely want to know, what is their fucking problem? This movie, it's nothing wrong with it. It's a great movie. It's far more lighter than Batman v Superman, but also has serious fucking depth. And I would love David Ayer to go and direct another movie. I seriously would. Suicide Squad is a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry, it's so great. why am I not giving it a 10 or a 9 is because of the length. I really enjoy longer movies, and I feel like they've cut quite a bit, and hopefully there is a director's cut that we get like with Batman v Superman. I really would love it. And I heard there are more references in it that, you know, they got cut out. I saw a few references, Watchmen references and all that stuff. It was pretty great. And I would love to see that more. And I want to see a longer movie. I really want to. I would love that. So yeah, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. It was a really good movie. A really great film. You should go and see it. Do not listen to critics. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.